The lights are supposed to be coming in the straight direction. Light travels in the
Yes,
straight
sir.
lines. And here you are. Okay. Here you are standing on a earth, right?
Yes, sir.
The earth is just like one of the sand in the vast desert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to look at the galactic scale, the presence of earth doesn't make any significant difference. Getting what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
trying to say. Okay, it's
Yeah.
just a tiny piece of sand in the vast desert. Getting it? So what
Yes,
happens?
sir.
What I'm trying to say here, the star does not twinkle. It's actually the light that comes from the stars. It starts to bend because of the when it enters into our
Diffraction.
atmosphere. When it enters
Yeah.
into the Earth's atmosphere. So there, what happens? It starts to bend. Due to
Yeah.
that bending of the light, the star appears to be twinkling.
Yes,
Getting it?
sir.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, okay. Just give me a moment. Screen is flickering. Hmm. Okay, just let me drop a message for others to join. Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a moment. Okay. In the previous chapter, you had any confusions in the previous chapter?
No, sir. No.
Okay. 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 So when we say universe, universe entitles universe includes everything in it, right?
Yes, sir.
Whether it's a star, whether it's planets or the galaxies, okay, all of them are part of this universe. And how
Yes,
big
sir.
the universe is, its size is unknown,
Yeah.
right? So you
Yes,
have
sir.
planets, you have stars, and you have so many
Moons, satellites.
galaxies, yeah, moon, satellites, asteroids, meteorites. Okay, now that
Hmm.
can also be counted if you were to see. These are
Yes,
basically
sir.
all the heavenly bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, not only planets and stars are there, but apart from that, you have got meteorites also,
Hmm.
and you have got asteroids also. Getting it now? These are all the
Yes, sir.
heavenly bodies which we have in the universe. Getting it? Okay.
Hmm.
Now, however, in the universe, you see there's a spherical region of the universe that can be now observed from the Earth. Okay, just give me a moment.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Please do let me. Is there some background noise coming in the class from my
No,
side?
sir. No, no.
Okay, okay, okay. So look, however, you might have heard of the term observable universe, huh? Like
Hmm.
you cannot see the edge of the universe. The
Yeah.
universe, ever since it came into existence, it has been expanding. It
Yes,
has
sir.
been expanding. The edges of the universe are unknown, and it has been expanding. And still, as we are having this discussion, the universe is continuously expanding. Huh?
Hmm. Yes,
Now,
sir.
in the universe, there's a spherical region that can be observed from the Earth. That has been called as observable universe.
Yes,
So
sir.
universe is one thing, then the universe that can be studied, that can be seen from here on Earth, that can be studied from the Earth, that has been
Hmm.
called as observable universe. Observable universe. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now this observable universe, which I am saying, it comprises of different physical objects that occurs naturally on their own. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They occur naturally on their own. No humans have created them, right? So
Hmm.
these objects are called as celestial objects.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So celestial objects. Now, what are these celestial objects, Arham? First,
Sir.
I know the basic things are clear to I hope, like how the
Yes, sir.
universe was created, how it came
Yeah.
into existence, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now. So the
Hmm.
vastly agreed theories of the Big Bang theory,
Big
right
One
now.
30. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, which says that this is how the universe came into existence. There was a very
Hmm.
mighty explosion in which
Yes,
there
sir.
was emission of lots of huge mass of gases, and later on
Hmm.
over the period of billions of years these gas accumulated, condensed, and
Expanded.
formed into different types of objects, right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, okay then. Now we were talking about celestial objects here. This includes all the stars, planets, and galaxies, and its size is unknown. Okay, I'm talking about universe.
Hmm.
It
Yes,
includes
sir.
all these things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, has someone joined the class? Hmm. Why are you guys joining late class? It's almost 10 minutes late in the class. Please try being regular in the class and try to be at the time. Okay, now. Yes. So, Arhan and Ahmed, we have started the new chapter. The chapter name is Stars and the Solar System. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also, make sure that you all have keep your cameras on.
Yeah.
Arham, your camera is on apart from you. Ahmed and Arhan, you guys also keep your camera on. Okay. Now, let me quickly revise what we have discussed so far. We have started our discussion regarding the universe. It includes all the stars, planets, and the galaxies in it whose size has been unknown to the humankind so far. Okay. And also, how can you measure something with the yardstick, which is changing every time? Like, can you measure something using a yardstick? Using a
Yes, sir.
yardstick, can you measure something that has been continuously expanding? Or
No.
can you measure something using a 15-inch ruler? Can you measure something using this 15-inch ruler whose size has been ever increasing
No,
right
sir.
now? So the size of the universe is unknown, and the difficult part is that this unknown size cannot be measured using any kind of measuring technology because its size has been expanding ever since it came into existence, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Observable universe, we were talking about it also, guys. I say that it comprises of different physical objects that occurs naturally on their own. So in the observable universe, what it means simply the stars, the planets, or the different intergalactic heavenly bodies which we can observe from the earth, that has been called as observable universe,
Yes, sir.
that can be observed from the earth. Getting it now, Ahmed, Arhan? Okay.
So,
So, hmm,
no, nothing, sir. Nothing.
yes.
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Okay, okay, okay. So the naturally occurring objects that are present inside this observable universe, these are also called as celestial objects or celestial bodies, right? So what are the
Yes, sir.
examples of celestial bodies? Have a look at some of the
So,
examples.
all the eight
So,
planets, stars,
hmm,
satellites,
hmm,
asteroids, meteoroids, comets.
hmm, 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 hmm. Exactly, exactly. Okay. Earlier there was a planet Pluto also,
Pluto,
but
dwarf
interestingly,
planet.
yeah, interestingly, the whole surface area of Russia is bigger than the area of Pluto.
Pluto. Yes, sir.
The surface area of Russia is in fact bigger than this Pluto. That's why
Hmm.
it has been no longer considered as a planet. It's out of the category. So here
Yes, sir.
you see these are all examples of celestial bodies. Okay, these are the different planets. Okay, guys, आप में से किसी
Hmm.
का mic on है, please turn that off. Okay, a lot of noise is coming. Hmm. Okay, then comes the concept like where do we study all these objects? Huh? These heavenly objects are studied under
Astronomy.
which branch? Exactly, that is
Astronomy.
astronomy. So astronomy is what? It is the study of celestial
Celestial
objects
objects.
and the phenomena which are occurring with them or
Hmm.
within them,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
and it's not a very new branch of science. Okay, it
Hmm.
has been it starts with like in the ancient time also for navigation purposes or out of
Yes,
curiosity
sir.
people were studying about the movement of the stars, right? You guys must
So what
have
is
heard of.
the
Mhm.
what is the like farthest satellite that has been artificial satellite that has been sent by humans? In
First
which planet? To
artificial,
which planet?
first
No, so the
artificial satellite,
farthest.
the farthest,
Yeah.
farthest artificial satellite that has been sent to the planet. Mm, I believe to the planets where satellites have been sent. I believe it has been only Mars and moons. I believe apart from Mars and moons, I don't think there's been any planet else,
Yes, yes.
heavenly body
There's
where
a planet.
satellites have been sent.
But I
Yeah.
asked the same question to some other sir, and
Uh-huh.
he said that the farthest we have went to is Jupiter.
To the Jupiter. Okay. On the surface, okay. What I'm aware of that on the surface of the planet, no satellites have been sent apart from the Mars and the Moon. But to study the atmosphere,
Hmm.
of other planets, satellites have been sent. Okay.
Okay.
That's why we
Yeah.
came to know of the uh, composition of the gases there in the Jupiter. Okay.
Hmm.
Or if you were to see it in that manner, satellites have been sent to study the storms coming out of the sun also. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
recently India is also is about to launch a next mission to study
Yes, sir.
about the earth, about the sun. Okay, so
I
in that manner several satellites have been sent to other planets and other heavenly bodies.
yeah.
Okay, now. Mhm. So astronomy, we were talking about it right now. So it is
Hmm.
in this, what are we studying? In this field we are studying about the evolution of the universe, right?
Yes, sir.
We also study about how the different celestial objects are moving and how they
Hmm.
came into existence, how their formation took place. Okay,
Yeah.
someone's mic is again off, please turn it off. Okay, I believe the background noise is coming, right? Okay, now also you guys know in ancient times astronomers used to study the sky and they
Yes,
were
sir.
observing the changes that occur in it during the night time. So basically
Hmm.
there was no changes, basically there was shift in position. Okay,
Hmm. Yes, sir.
actually you see all the bodies are in movement, no body is fixed in universe.
Yeah.
Like normally हमें क्या पता होता है, like this is your sun, ये sun है, and we know that the planets are revolving around the sun in this manner. That's what we are knowing, that's what
That's
we know.
nice. Yes, sir. Other than Venus and Uranus, every planets going from west to east.
Exactly, exactly. The thing is that is the sun really stationary? The thing is
No,
that
sir.
sun is not
No, sir. I
stationary.
don't think so.
Hmm.
If in
Sun
the
is
Milky Way
also
galaxy, it might be moving.
exactly, exactly. So far, s- the sun has completed 7 cycles of the Milky Way galaxy. Okay,
It's
and each time it completes its circle, the magnetic field of the sun reverses. Anyway,
hmm.
that's a
Yes, sir.
complete different discussion. The thing is that all the sun is now moving like this. Sun, let's say it is moving in this direction, and the planets have been moving in this fashion. Okay,
Yeah.
around the sun, right? So they are moving
Yes, sir.
further in the forward direction also, and they are moving around the sun also. Right now,
Yes, sir.
they are moving around
Yeah.
the sun also, and they are moving forward as well in this manner.
Hmm. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now okay. I tried to add the animation, but somehow there was technical issue. I don't know why. There was a very good animation. Okay, that would
So
have
our stars are
given
also
up.
moving.
Stars are also moving. Okay,
Okay.
now stars are also moving. The interesting thing is that no body is at a stationary position in the whole universe.
Yes, sir.
Nothing. Everything's moving. Okay, with its own speed,
Yeah.
and everything is moving around something. Everything is influenced by the gravitational field of another body. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so for example, there's a body in the universe, a object in the universe that has a huge mass. Okay, or that has got a
Hmm.
very um, mm, high gravitational field. Then the
Yes,
objects
sir.
having lower gravitational field will be attracted towards that body.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, in ancient times, astronomers were studying the skies and they used to observe the changes. So basically,
Hmm.
changes were not occurring. It's about the shifting of the position. Right now,
Yeah.
the Earth is also doing rotation and revolution also. Right.
Yes, sir.
So because of the rotation and revolution of the Earth, the changes were to be apparent right now.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So we won't be seeing the any object in the universe at the same spot every time you look at this spot. Every day you look at the sky. Okay, there will be a
Yes,
slight
sir.
shift in it, right? Okay.
Hmm.
So in this, so using the movement of stars, they were also making their own calendars, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in some manner, it also helped them to predict the climate of a place and also rainfall patterns, right?
Hmm.
Okay, if you
Yes, sir.
guys know, they were used to be like not used to be. Still, people have developed patterns. Okay, like the patterns, the group of stars which appear to
Hmm.
form some recognizable shape or pattern.
Constellations.
That is called as constellation. Okay, किसी के background से बहुत noise आ रही है. Please, someone जो भी है, please turn it off. Okay, good now. Right now. Okay. The
Yes, sir.
constellations, what were they? Simply the group, they were groups of stars. Okay, they were named
Forming a
after the
different.
objects
Yes, sir.
which they seem to
Yeah.
be resemble, such as it might be an animal, it might be a human being.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it might be a bear. Okay, so it
Great beer.
used Greek bear. It used to represent some animals, right? Or you have the
Hmm.
Saptarishi or the question mark star,
Orion.
right now,
Yes, sir.
where seven stars were forming a pattern of question mark or Saptarishi. It has been called as Saptarishi also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you see, the stars are now millions of kilometers away from the Earth and far from each
Hmm.
other, right?
Yes, sir.
So do we count that huge distance in just kilometers, like in miles,
Light
in
years, sir.
meters? We count them in light years,
Light
exactly,
years.
right? So what is the concept of this light year now? It is the
The
distance, yes,
distance. The
traveled
distance
by the light,
between. Yes, sir.
not
In 1 year.
between, in 1 year, right?
Hmm.
Okay, now. So that we will also
Yeah.
be studying, right? Okay. Furthermore, if you were to highlight some more interesting things about how people used to take help of astronomy in the ancient times, studying the pattern of stars also helped them in some manner to
Yes, sir.
choose the right crops for a certain season and in finding the right time to sow the seeds also, right? So they would
Hmm.
use to develop their own calendars based on the shift of constellation or the pattern of shift of constellations, in what pattern
Yes,
the
sir.
constellation shift their positions, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now their
Sailors also
interpretations,
used it.
hmm, yes, their interpretations also help in deciding various festivals in India and the occurrence of seasons, right? But
Hmm.
nowadays, they are computers that help in methodological observation of this kind. No longer we depend upon constellation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because that is not very correct and that leads to many problems. Getting it
Yeah.
now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and also it takes a huge amount of large amount of, I mean, so much of time as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now talking about constellations, you guys now are aware
The
of this. Hmm,
great beer. Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, Scorpion, um,
exactly, exactly.
Cassiopeia,
We
Orion.
have there's several examples of
Yes,
constellations
sir.
right now. So constellations are
Period.
what? Hmm, the groups of stars which appear to form some patterns, some recognizable patterns or shape.
Yes, sir.
Patterns or shape is known as constellation. For example, Ursa Minor and Ursa Major.
Major.
Or you have example of Saptarishi also.
So
Saptarishi.
Saptarishi is Ursa Major, right?
Saptarishi is also Ursa Major. Okay, that I'm not entirely sure, but please check that. Okay, now
So in my
Saptarishi,
book it is written.
it is written now.
Ursa Minor is Laghu Saptarishi.
Okay, Laghu Saptarishi. Okay, small version of Saptarishi then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good then. So Ursa Minor is then Saptarishi. Sapt here means 7 right now.
Yes, sir.
Right? Or you have example of polar bear as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was talking about the unit in which the distance is measured when we talk
Light
in
years.
terms of measuring the distance of one heavenly
Space.
body from another, right?
Yes, sir.
So thereby we use a unit called as light years.
Light year.
Okay. So light is nothing. It is simply what? It is the
Time
light
taken by light
distant,
in 1 year.
not time, distance traveled by the light in
Distance.
one
Yes,
year.
sir.
Okay, now.
Yeah, yeah.
So light is it is the distance travel. Is Ahmed here or not?
Yes, sir.
In 1 year. Okay, and in 1 year, how much distance is traveled by light? One light is was
9.46
hmm,
multiplied by 10 raised to the power 12.
12 kilometer.
Yes, sir.
So light travels this much of distance in 1 year, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you see stars. Why do they appear so tiny? Because there are many light years away from the Earth, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there are stars, they are like billions and billions of years away from the Earth. So
Yes, sir.
thereby light is not reaching, light is still traveling. Okay, it might still take
Yes,
some
sir.
more time to reach the Earth. So at that
Yeah.
time you will be able to see it, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, we will come to moon, but before that, few more interesting thing needs to be covered. Okay, or let's first talk about moon, then we can later on talk about these stars. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hmm. So moon, you guys all have seen it, heard of it. Okay, observe it. So moon is
Yes,
a
sir.
natural satellite of the Earth that revolves around the Earth in a fixed orbit. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just like the Earth, other planets of the solar system also have their own moons or natural satellites, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
different planets have got their own moons. Okay. Like you guys have heard of like Jupiter has its own moon, Saturn has its own moon, I believe,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do tell me some of the name of moons and do tell me which is the um, gigantic moon in the universe.
So Jupiter has the biggest
Mhm.
moon. Its name Ganymede something, and it's bigger than the Mercury.
I believe
And
I believe it's Ganymede.
yeah, something from G.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Mars has two. Um, it's
Mm-hmm.
one's Dime something. So it's very weird names.
Okay, let's start from Mercury.
Yeah, so
Starting from
Mercury and Venus have no moons.
mm, Mercury has and Venus have 0 moons. Good.
Yes, sir.
0, 0. Okay. Earth has got its own moon, that is
One.
one moon. Okay.
Yes,
Mars
sir.
have two
Two
moons.
moons.
Hmm. Earth having one, Mars having two. Okay.
Yeah,
And then what about
Jupiter.
Jupiter?
Jupiter has
Jupiter
56
has
known,
72.
56
So far,
known and
hmm,
26 provisional.
okay.
72.
So far, no. Recently, so far, 79 moon has to be said that Jupiter has got 79 moons. 53 of them has been almost confirmed. 26
Yes,
is
sir.
has 26 of them
Provisional.
has been said to be provisional.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So Jupiter having 79 way of 53 are confirmed.
Three. Yes, sir.
So imagine
Nine provisional.
so
26.
imagine if Jupiter was a rocky planet and the life was inhabitable there. Hmm.
Hmm.
Imagine waking up there, huh?
Yes, sir.
There would be no night there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Saturn has got 62,
53
right?
known, 53 known and 9 provision.
Saturn has total 62 moons. By the way, you can ignore the number of moons of each planet. That is not very important. Okay, but still,
Hmm.
let's discuss that. So 53 are confirmed,
Known.
while 9 are provisional. Okay. Then Uranus has got 27.
27.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Neptune has 14, right?
14.
Yeah.
Now because I don't remember.
Uranus having 27, while
27.
Neptune having 14. Okay.
14.
Just remember the one which has got the highest number of moons, and one the name of Mercury and Venus which have got no moons, right?
No moons. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, what are the properties of moon? Hmm.
So it reflects the light of sun.
It reflects the light of sun.
Light of sun.
Now you see, there are not so many moons in our Earth. Even there are some asteroids. They are also found to possess some companion of the moons. Even some
Yes, sir.
asteroids have their own moon. Getting it now?
Hmm.
So
Yes, sir.
moon is basically what? Like there's a theory that moon might have been a part of Earth once. Okay. Or it might have been some other body. Okay. That came into the
Yes.
orbit of the Earth. Right. So there's
Hmm.
several theories about the moons. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now provisional moons, you see this provisional moons are what? Like they are the
They are
moons
not
that
confirmed.
they are not confirmed.
Confirmed.
Okay. Look, these are the moons now that start with a letter and a year are provisional moons. Like, but however, they will be given a proper name when their discoveries are confirmed by the additional observations. Right now.
Yes, sir.
So it is being said that these moons could be present there. Okay. And if their presence has been confirmed by additional observations, then it would be kept in the category of confirmed moons, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, moon does not emit its own light.
Yes, sir. It emits the light of,
Hmm.
reflects the light of sun.
Reflects the light of the sun that falls on it. Okay. Now, as the moon revolves around the earth, the part of the moon that reflects, that faces the sun,
Near side.
gets to light, right? Gets to light up
Yes,
while
sir.
the other part remains in dark. Okay. So
Hmm.
this results
Yes,
in
sir.
different shapes of the moon. This results
Hmm.
in the different shapes of the moon. So what are the
Yeah.
different shapes of the moon? Like you have the new
So
moon now. Yeah.
new moon, full moon, gibbous, waxing,
Hmm.
crescent,
Hmm.
waxing,
Hmm.
gibbous, waning.
Gibbous. Then third
Hmm.
quarter moon or waning crescent moon.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Waning. Yeah.
Okay. So in new moon, what do we observe? That
Also, we can't see the moon
hmm,
because the moon is in between the earth and the sun.
earth and the sun. Exactly. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happens basically when moon faces the sun? That part of the moon gets to light up while the other part remains in the dark, right?
Dark. Yeah.
Okay, and this leads to development of different shapes of the moon in the sky. Okay,
Hmm. Yes,
and
sir.
these shapes of the lit part of the moon are called the phases of the moon. Okay, have a look
Hmm.
at this figure here. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
okay, look at the new moon here. Hmm. That
Yeah.
is the phase of the moon where the moon is between the sun and earth here. Here
Yes, sir.
there would be earth, sorry, sun.
Hmm.
So light is coming from this side. So remember, in the first phase of the moon, okay, so you will be seeing that this moon will be lying between the sun and earth. Okay, now if the
Yes, sir.
moon's path crosses the plane of earth's orbit around the sun, while the
Hmm.
moon, like the moon is doing revolution around the earth, no, moon is revolving on in the orbit of the earth.
Yes, sir.
So talking about the first phase, this is your sun, this is the earth, getting it now, and this is the
Yes, sir.
orbit of the earth, and here lies the moon, right? So while orbiting the earth, if the moon comes in between the sun and earth, then this part of the moon will be illuminated while the other part
Yes,
will
sir.
be non-illuminated, so it will be dark. So in the
Yeah.
first phase, will you be able to see the moon?
No, sir.
No, right? So if you were to
Hmm.
see it from the earth, it will not be visible. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, getting it? Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, in this time, there will be what? There will be eclipses also in some part of the
Yes, sir.
moon.
Lunar and solar. Yes, sir.
Exactly, exactly. So the people in this region, okay, they will be observing what? A eclipse, or
Eclipse. Yes, sir.
it could be somewhere slightly somewhere else also, not to be very exact here,
Hmm.
right? So
Yes,
here
sir.
you are seeing that the moon's path is crossing the plane of Earth's orbit around the sun, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we also notice one thing that we also notice Ahmed one thing here, that sun, moon, and earth are aligned here. Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sun, moon, and earth are aligned. So in this, that is how now eclipses occur. Whenever sun,
Yes, sir.
earth, and moon are aligned in one line. Okay.
Hmm.
So then eclipses
So,
occur.
new
Hmm.
moon is lunar or solar eclipse?
New moon is lunar or solar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Okay.
Okay.
New
Yeah.
moon is a solar eclipse. Remember that.
Yes, sir.
It's a solar eclipse. Okay. Clear to all three of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see. You guys are present in the class or not?
Yes,
Am Ahmed and Arham, why can't I see you guys? Turn your cameras on. Yes. Turn your cameras on in the class. Many times is I've seen like students are sleeping in the class or just lying in the bed and attending the class in that manner. Okay. Okay. Now moving on. What happens in the second phase of the moon, Arham?
so the second phase is the crescent moon,
Hmm. Also,
the
let's
wax
name the
crescent,
first phase also. Yeah. First phase, that is the new moon.
new moon.
Okay. Just let me now add some space in here. Okay now.
Yeah.
Then okay, anyways, we can draw the diagrams here. Right. So that was the full moon day, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also, you need to know that the phases of the moon repeat themselves after every 29
29,
days. Okay,
14 and 14. Yes, sir.
exactly. So it will be repeating after every 29 days,
14.
right?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Okay, so first phase we have discussed. Now, talking about the second phase, that is the waning phase, right now? Oh, sorry,
So
waxing
waxing,
crescent,
right?
waxing.
Yes, sir. Waxing
Okay.
crescent.
Mhm. Just give me a moment. Let me add some few more slides in here. Okay, now.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, let's talk about the second phase then.
Yes, sir.
Waxing crescent moon. Okay, so in the waxing crescent moon, what do you see? It has been also called as like the intermediate phase of the moon. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
So, what do we observe here? That illumination, like there's how much of illumination comes from the moon? It is somewhere like 1 to 49%, right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, if you were to look at the diagram here, hmm, in the waxing crescent here, this is the second phase.
Hmm.
Okay. Also, if you were to look here, the right half is lit in the northern hemisphere.
Yes, sir. Northern
This
hemisphere.
this is your moon here. This is the left half. This is the right half. Okay, and right half is lit here in the northern
Northern hemisphere.
hemisphere. It will be lit in the northern hemisphere, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
if you were to talk about the its position in space, you see, it is moving from new moon towards the first quarter moon. Now here,
Yes, sir.
look how the phases are moving. This was the new moon here. Then it is now
Hmm.
moving towards the first quarter. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
This is actually the intermediate stage now, lying between the new
Hmm.
moon and the first quarter.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Then again from the first quarter, the moon will be moving to the full moon.
Hmm.
Right. Then again to the
Yes, sir.
third quarter. Then again to the new moon.
New.
Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
So in this manner, the moon is moving in the space. Getting it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Let's talk about a few important points about the waxing crescent moon. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So which phase is it? It is the
Second. Second
second
phase.
phase. Okay. Also, it is
Intermediate phase.
intermediate phase as well,
Yeah.
because you are moving from where to where, from new moon
New
towards the
to first
first
quarter.
quarter, and it is lying between the new moon and first quarter, so we call it to be intermediate phase. Getting it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now talking about how much of illumination is there. Illumination, you guys know now,
1
how
to
much of moon
49.
is lit?
Yes, sir.
1 to 49%.
49%.
Getting it? It is left. Okay. And
Hmm.
also, like, what is the orientation here? Like in which orientation the moon is lit, in which orientation the moon
Northern
is lit.
hemisphere.
Hmm. Slightly right in the northern hemisphere. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so right half
Hmm.
is lit in northern hemisphere. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more thing, let's talk about its position also. It is moving from new moon
First quarter.
hmm, towards first quarter. Okay, let me quickly revise it once more. Right. Okay. So that
Yeah.
is the second phase. Okay. Or also we call it to be the intermediate phase. Here it is moving from the new moon towards the crescent, towards the first quarter.
First quarter.
That we will
Yes,
also
sir.
get to know that is the third phase of the moon. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in this part, this 50% of the moon was exposed to the direct sunlight falling in it.
Yes, sir.
So other half was completely black. It could not be seen. While in the second stage, you are seeing that what is happening. 1 to 49% of the right half in the northern hemisphere is lit by the sunlight. Okay.
Yes,
Also
sir.
here you can see that the rays will be falling slant now. If you also
Yes,
were
sir.
to look here, the rays falling on the moon will be slant here, not perpendicular to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
just like how the earth has been divided into two spheres, northern and southern hemisphere, northern
Yeah.
and southern hemisphere. So
Southern.
this much part, okay, the diagram here is not very accurate. Okay. So don't consider it to
Yeah.
be 100% current. So the slightly in the northern part, you will see this much part of the moon is lit. This much part, which
Yes, sir.
I've shaded here. Yes, Ahmed, Arhan, is it clear to you guys also? Okay. Hmm. Now let's talk about the third phase of the moon then. What happens in the third phase of the moon, or we also call
The
it to be the
first
first quarter
quarter.
moon. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Third phase or
First quarter.
first quarter. Okay. Or also we call it to be half moon also. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Quarter, don't confuse it with half moon. Don't
Yeah.
confuse it with half here. Quarter here is being referred in this context: new moon, first quarter, then full and third quarter. So
Yeah.
you have taken four phases. Okay,
Yes, sir.
one, two, three, and four. and in between each of the two successive phases there are intermediate phases as well. इन्हें हमने
Yes, sir.
intermediate phase कह दिया. Okay, ये वाला and
Yeah.
this one and this one, right? Now, so in that
Yes, sir.
context we call it as the first quarter. While talking about the half moon, what happens in it? You see, almost illumination is almost 50%. 50% of the moon can be seen from the
Yes,
earth,
sir. Yeah.
right? Now, okay, now again say this is where the sun is lying here. Hmm? And this is
Hmm.
your earth, and this
Earth.
is the
Orbit.
orbit of the earth. Okay, now
So this is the moon's orbit, right?
no, moon's orbit, earth's orbit. No, moon is
So the Earth.
revolving around the earth. Now moon has also got its own axis as well. It also rotates on its own
Okay.
axis. Okay,
Yeah.
moon has got no
So
orbit. I mean
so
there will be. Mhm,
so the path in which the
mhm,
Earth revolves around the
mhm.
sun, is it the sun's orbit or the Earth's orbit?
Okay, let me clear that. Look here, this here is the sun, this here is the earth here. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so the pathway in which the earth is revolving around the sun, that has been called as the orbit of the earth.
Yes, sir.
Getting it? Okay,
Yeah.
now take this earth here. Okay, now the
Hmm.
pathway in which the moon is revolving around the earth, that has been called as the orbit of the moon. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then that is your earth here. Now moon here, moon will be where? It will be where? You guys tell me. Let me point it. It will be here, it will be here, 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 or here, or here.
So the first quarter will be, I guess,
Will it
below.
just below it, no? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
जैसे मैंने कहा few moments ago, ये first phase है. Getting it now? In the
Yes, sir.
second phase, it was lying here. It was lying here. Getting it now?
Hmm.
So this
Yes,
was
sir.
the first phase. This is the second phase, and this is the third phase.
Third.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Arhan and Ahmed, you guys are not saying anything.
Sir,
Are the
Ahmed
things
is not
getting
in the
confused?
class.
Okay. Arhan, what about you? So here, this is your moon,
Sir,
right?
I
Now,
understand.
good. Now, few important things here. Like talking about the moonrise. Moonrise, you will see when will
Yes, sir.
moonrise, when moonrise can be seen from the earth around the midday. You will be able to
Sunrise.
see. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
No,
moonrise. Okay, yeah.
moonrise, not the sunrise.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So moon rise in this phase can be observed around the midday.
Hmm.
Hmm. In the clear sky, you will be able to see. And what about moonset? Around midnight. When
Midnight.
the
12.
moonset will occur? Around
Midnight.
midnight. Okay, few more interesting point about it. Like how much of moon can be seen here? You can see it from the name half moon. That means
50%. 50%.
50% of illumination is there, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Also talking about the illumination. Sorry,
Yeah.
orientation. So by orientation, what do I mean? I mean to say that which part of the moon in which part of the moon will be seen. Like it will be lit where. So you will be getting to see that the right half is lit in the
Yes, sir.
again in the
In the
northern
northern
hemisphere,
hemisphere.
right? Now,
Yeah.
and left
Yes, sir.
half is lit in the southern
It's
hemisphere.
southern hemisphere.
Getting
Yeah.
it now? Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you were to observe moon from the earth while it is in the first quarter phase, it will somewhat look like this. It will look like this.
Yes, sir. So the dark part can be seen by the southern hemisphere, right?
No, no, no. Okay. Here you are seeing what? Here what I'm trying to say here, that this is the northern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere of the moon,
Oh,
right now.
okay.
So here
Yes,
you will
sir.
be seeing that the right half is also left, while the left half is left in the southern hemisphere. You
Hmm.
can consider it like this. Do one thing. Say the upper part is left half. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or no, say this is the right half. No, अगर आप इसको visualize कर पा रहे हो, so you will say that this is the right half above the green line, while this is the
Hmm.
left half. Okay. Or actually,
Yes, sir.
if I were to draw the diagram like this, then it would be more clear. For example, I have drawn it like this. So this is the left half, this is the right half. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, as per what I've seen here, the orientation, you will be seeing that right half will be left in the northern hemisphere. Okay.
Hmm.
While the
Yes, sir.
left half will be left in
Southern
the
Hemisphere.
southern hemisphere. Getting it now? So in that manner,
Yes,
you
sir.
can visualize it.
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Okay, or to just keep it simple, just think of this much of region, this much of portion as let. Getting it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Also, what do we further observe from here? That moon has gone 1/4 of the way
Hmm.
around the earth,
Yes, sir.
right? So moon, while doing the rotation around this, the revolution around the sun, it has covered 1/4. This much is 1/4 now. Yes, Arhan?
Yes, sir.
ये हमारा 1/4 distance है.
Yes, sir.
So moon has traveled 1/4 distance.
So it
So,
takes almost a week for the changes of
mhm,
phases, right?
exactly. Not exactly. Look, transition from new moon to the first quarter, it will take almost 1 week. Okay, because the
Yes, sir. Seven
whole
days.
phase is of how much? Whole phase is of
29.
29 days. So 7 into
Yes, sir.
4, almost 28, almost 29
28.
days. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
getting it now. Hmm. So
Yes, sir.
position new moon towards first.
Quarter.
Yes, it has moved towards the first quarter. New moon move towards first quarter. Also, we say that moon has revolved
One fourth.
quarter distance, yes, around the earth. Hmm. Any confusions?
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
Hmm.
sir.
Okay. Then comes the next phase. That is the waxing gibbous.
Give us. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in this phase, what happens?
So the illumination is from 50% to 69%.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So waxing gibbous phase, you see, we can call it also as the intermediate phase, because here it is moving from where? From the first quarter to this here,
Second quarter, third quarter,
to the third quarter here.
second quarter, second
Yeah,
quarter, right?
yeah, second quarter, from the first quarter to the second quarter, right? That is the
Yes,
full
sir.
moon. So this waxing gibbous is lying between this first quarter and the second quarter.
Second quarter.
Talking about its phase, we can say it's in the intermediate phase again.
Yeah.
Getting it now? Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Few more interesting thing about this waxing gibbous moon. You will see that moonrise will be afternoon. Okay, after 12
Yeah.
p.m. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right? After 12 a.m. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Then the
Yes, sir.
moon set will be early in the morning. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you were to wake up like early in the morning, like 4 or 5, okay, then you might see the moon still in the sky,
Moon.
right?
Yes, sir.
So here the moon has traveled almost how many distance? More than a quarter distance,
Yes,
right?
sir. More than quarter.
Mhm. So talking about moonrise, it is when Arhan afternoon.
Afternoon. Yeah.
आफ्टरनून के बाद आप देख सकते हो. And moon set Arhan early in the morning,
Morning.
you will be able to see the moon. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Illumination, talking about it, how much portion of
50 to
moon is
74.
illuminated? Hmm. Almost 50% to how much?
74.
74%. Okay, consider 75%. Getting it now?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Now, also, if you were to see like what is the orientation of the illumination, which part of the moon is being seen from the Earth, you will see that right half is lit in the northern hemisphere.
Yes, sir.
Look
Yeah.
at this diagram again here. By the way, the moon in this phase will be lying here now. It would have come here, right now.
No, give us right.
Uh, the gibbous, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So here it is. Getting it now. Now,
Yes, sir.
don't look at this one. Look at this one. Okay now. Now here,
Yeah.
if you I were to zoom it, you see just a tiny portion is invisible,
Not
like the
visible.
getting
Yeah.
it now. While the
Yes, sir.
majority of the moon can be seen here,
It's visible.
right? Almost 50 to
Yeah.
75% is visible here. Right. Now we
Hmm.
are talking about the orientation in which orientation the uh, moon is
Southern
eliminated here.
hemisphere.
Hmm. So you will see that right half is in left in northern hemisphere also,
Or
and left
northern
half is
hemisphere.
left in the southern hemisphere,
Southern hemisphere.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay now. So this is the northern hemisphere. Also, if you were to like tilt the screen like up, as imagine karo ki you have tilted
Hmm.
your screen. Okay. So
Yes,
you
sir.
would say that this is the right part now, or this is the
Yeah.
left part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in the northern hemisphere, okay, the right part of the moon, that is the northern hemisphere, or the south part of the moon, that is the southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere.
Left part of the moon, that is the southern hemisphere. Both of them are left here. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
together it is almost about 50 to 75%. Okay, now
Yeah.
usually it's close to like 75 to 80%.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, then so that is it about the third phase of the moon. Then you come
Yes,
finally
sir.
to the full moon phase,
Full moon.
right? Hmm.
Yeah. Purnima in
Okay.
Hindi.
Hmm. 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 So here, what happens? Which comes between which? The
So
Earth is
the
between.
Earth comes between the moon and the sun.
Exactly. Okay. Now, so far we have not been talking about the position of the moons in the gibbous phase or the waxing crescent moon phase.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because only in the first phase of the moon and only in the second quarter phase you will be seeing
Second.
that in the first phase what we were seeing that the moon is between the earth and the sun.
Yes,
हमने
sir.
देखा
Earth and
first phase
sun.
में here the moon is
Yeah.
between the earth and the sun. Okay, while here
Hmm.
the earth will be in between
Moon
the
and the sun.
sun and moon and the sun.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give you a better visualization of that. So it would be something like this again. Here is the sun, here is the earth. Okay, and now here would be the moon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's quickly revise what we discussed about fourth phase of the moon, that is the full moon.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. It's the has been called also as primary phase. Getting it? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Whenever you are not talking about the intermediate phase, you can also term it to be the primary phase, right?
Primary. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And also, if you were to talk about the moon rise, when can the
Yes,
moon
sir.
rise be observed? Moon rise can be observed around the sunset when the
Evening.
sun is about to set in the evening. Good.
Yeah.
So in the evening, moon rise can be seen, or we can
Yes, sir.
also say during the sunset time, and moonset
Hmm.
will be exactly around the
Around 6.
sunrise. Yeah, 6
Yeah.
in the morning you can see. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
So moon set will be early in the morning during the sunrise period, around the sunrise. Okay, so here
Yeah.
we observe that um moon's path is crossing the plane of Earth's orbit around the sun, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
here you guys can observe one more thing, that again sun, earth, and moon are in what? They are in again
And align.
aligned to each other, right?
Yes, sir.
Getting
Yeah.
it, Arhan? Okay. So in
Sir, it's
that
not
case
there.
also, okay. In that case also we will observe that there will be a eclipse. यहाँ
Yeah.
पर भी eclipse की formation
This
होगी.
time it's lunar, right?
Exactly. This time it will be lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Okay.
Sir,
And it will
though the
occur where?
eclipses,
Mhm.
sir, the full moon and the new moon happen in every almost 14 to 15 days.
Hmm.
So, but we still don't see eclipses so often. Why?
We don't say eclipses.
So often.
Hmm.
Every
No,
15 days we can't see
eclipses.
eclipses.
Eclipses are like observed. Okay, eclipses. It's not like the eclipses are not observed. Look here. Many times
Okay.
what happens? Look, the Earth is also rotating now.
Yeah.
The Earth is also rotating. It's also doing revolution.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
it now? So it
Yeah.
hardly occurs that the sun and the moon and the Earth will be in align. Because if you have to see here, आप visualize करने की कोशिश करें. Say this is your sun here. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your Earth here. Okay, and this is a moon here.
Yeah.
Hmm. There will come only few times in the year when all these three bodies will be in one line.
Yes, sir.
Getting it now?
Yeah.
If you were to see it, see the animation. See, this is your sun. Okay, this is your Earth, and this is your moon. They are completely in motion. They are in continuous motion right now.
Yes, sir.
So the moon is moving in this direction. So there will just come a one time where it will be like this. Here you can see that the sun, the earth, and the moon are in aligned. They are aligned to each
Yes,
other.
sir.
Getting it now?
Yeah.
While in the maximum part of the year, you won't see them aligned to each other. And talking about
Yes,
the
sir.
lunar eclipse हमारा क्या
Yeah.
होगा? It will happen where? It will happen where? It will happen on the
Southern hemisphere.
night side of Earth.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Lunar eclipse कहाँ होती है? See, the light is falling on this part of the earth now. The other
Yes, sir.
half, there you have got night now. So lunar
Hmm.
eclipse will be occurring where? It will be occurring on the night side of the earth now,
Night side. Yeah. Yes, sir.
right? It's somewhere here. Getting it now? Yes,
Yes,
Arham,
sir.
Ahmed, are you guys there or not? Let me check them
So
as
only,
well.
only I am there.
You are the only one present here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just quickly let me check the time. Okay, okay, guys. We have actually, Arham, we have exceeded the time. That's why they
Hmm.
are not present in the class. Okay, so do one thing. We will stop it here then. Okay, we will
Yes, sir.
continue our discussion. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And good luck for your exam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Good evening, sir. Good
Good
evening, sir.
evening, good evening. How are you guys?
Fine, sir.
Fine, sir.
Okay, okay. So we were talking about motion and times. Okay, and we did some graphs. I received the graph of Sundus. Just let me quickly have a look at that.
Sir,
Okay,
I actually
Sundus.
didn't got too much because I didn't have a graph book and I don't know how to do it in
Okay,
it.
okay, okay, no problem. You had not done some mistakes in your graph, Sundus. आपने कुछ mistakes उसमें की हैं. Let me tell you that. Okay, Sundus, as I can see from your graph, like आपने points को joint नहीं किए हैं. The graph which you have made, that I can see that is correct. You have chosen the scale also correct. Okay, Sundus.
Okay, sir.
You choose the scale like 1 square equals to 5 units. That was correct. Okay, and your scale is here correct. Okay, you have represented it good, but you need to add the points also. Like your graph, as I can see, it is like this.
The dots, that dots.
Exactly.
I
That's what I'm
added it,
talking
right?
about.